Zaneta has a scope rifle. Let's see if there. You see when I click on the ammo, it highlights the weapon that that ammo goes for, which is kind of convenient. Give her a little bit more of that. She'll use a lot of that. She doesn't need that. Engineer definitely needs lock picks, and mine probes are a good thing for her. Let's see if there's anything else. Give her another lock pick, and definitely some. Give her all of this tape and a little bit. This is what is it? Hemostatic powder, I believe they call it. Yeah, that's really not. Okay, that worked. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And this is a slightly more advanced medical supply. I really don't need it right now. And definitely just give all the grenades to him. In fact, I will transfer all the grenades to him. Anyone who has them, Nessie will get them. Because you want him throwing those as much as possible because it builds up that skill. I mean, a sniper is rarely going to be in position to throw a grenade unless someone sneaks up on her. Now your soldier might need a couple of grenades because oftentimes he'll be in the front line and will be in a position to throw one. So I'll leave him. I'll leave him at least one grenades. Definitely the lighter grenades to Nessie because he can throw those further. Grenades come in light, medium, and heavy weights. And of course, the lighter the grenade, the further that Nessie can throw them. So this is a pretty good early sniper rifle. So I think I have enough right now. I'm going to leave a lot of stuff in the armory for now. Maybe give him one more of these. He needs a pistol or something. You at least want some type of secondary weapon. Actually, I'll give him a rifle. You want your soldier well equipped. What I'm looking at here is the ranges and the damage. It's a pretty good rifle. Give him a couple of these. And I'll give him a pistol too. You definitely want your soldier well equipped, because he's often going to be in a position where he's going to be doing a lot of damage, and if he runs out of ammo or whatnot, he'll need something to fall back on. Let's equip him with a secondary weapon of a rifle. So he's pretty good. My guy's pretty good. Zaneta's fine. She could use a secondary weapon, but we're gonna pick weapons up as well as we fight our missions, and we'll have main missions that follow the campaign. But when we hit parts of the map, there's also something called random encounters, which are smaller maps that allow you to build up experience before you hit the mission, collect weapons and ammo. And also sometimes the random encounters have some unique little twists to them, like special weapons you might find that you won't ever find in an armory. There's some unique weapons in the game. One example is called a Sea Devil rifle, which is probably one of the best conventional sniper rifles in the game. Very powerful. So that comes in a random encounter that I can't even remember where it's on one of the later maps that will come up on. But there are some really cool conventional weapons as well as sci-fi weapons in the game. So we'll get to that. So I think we're fairly well equipped at the moment. Usually when you come to base, you will automatically heal up. You can see this is your vitality points bar, or your health, essentially your health bar. And when you see the yellow, you see most of it's green, but you might see a little bit of yellow here. That means I was healed in the last mission. That's the difference between damage I took and the healing that I got. Um, but that usually disappears once you hit the base, and I'm not sure why. But we're about to go to see the medic anyway, so that'll get fixed up. Oh, that's a room we'll get to later, the one with the P on it. No need to mention it now. It's not unlocked. So this is the sick bay. And honestly, you won't really visit here a whole lot, hopefully. Occasionally, when you come back to base, your injuries, you might have such devastating injuries that you need to come here and have Susan heal you up. And again, this is kind of blah blah. They flirt a little bit. Kind of silly, but nothing important. So now what I'll do is I'll visit her again, and now she'll heal me. And now my VP bar is totally green. So we're all healed up. So now I can go back to the center room here, and we can go out and start a mission. And it's getting, let's see, 44, 15. Well, I can split this into two segments. So I can do about five to six more minutes here. So we can at least maybe go into, look at the map, and I'm going to do a random encounter, at least one random encounter before doing our first mission, because that'll give us some experience and will allow us to collect some more ammo and weapons. So anyway, this is the global map, and there will be parts of the map that will get activated as you progress, but sometimes you need to complete missions before you'll see other maps, other parts of the map activate. And part of that is because you need to find certain intel before you activate certain parts of the map or missions. So we need to complete a mission in North Britain before we see anything else here. This flag up here represents your base, so you can always, if you're able to return to your global map, you're always able to return to your base. So we'll go into North Britain here, and this is the region map. And this is our mission, and it's basically related to the mission that we got back at the base. A group of buildings on the outskirts of a small English town has been converted for military purposes. The local commandant's office is relocated there. Apart from the office, there are also living quarters for officers and a small mess area for soldiers. The British military have gone to great lengths to ensure that the office manned by roughly a dozen soldiers operates with maximum efficiency. So not really a lot of information here, but this is tied to the first mission that we got, so we will get there. This arrow or this circle represents our squad, and we can just kind of move around, but then you'll see random encounters pop up, and basically you're not really sure. They are in a way pre-designated by the engine, and you'll see the same random encounters pop up on the map until you complete them. But we'll hit this one first. And oftentimes with random encounters, you'll start off in either two situations. You'll start off where they don't know you have not encountered any enemies, and therefore you're still in real-time mode, and I can go into hide mode here. Or sometimes you will start actually engaged at the enemy right from the outset. In fact, they could actually shoot upon you immediately. So it kind of varies. I think probably the majority of random encounters start in this situation where you're not engaged in combat or in turn-based mode right from the start. But it does happen. So in this case, what you want to do is try to put your men in position, but I also want to use my scout um, to move gradually into position. I'll probably want to put him in crouch mode, which improves his hide skill, and he'll move up, and eventually he'll see some enemies here. But let's put our I want to put my snipers in position where they can get out some shots if I run into some guys. So I'm gonna move my let's move him over here, and that way he'll be in a position to shoot the enemy um, once my scout reveals them. So I'll put him in the prone position here. Keep Zenaida in a crouch position just because her position is a little awkward. I want her to be able to shoot over these fences. Your environment does very much impact your ability to shoot, your visibility, um, your accuracy, all of that. The environment plays very much a role. This is a very living environment. Like I said, it's a destructive environment. You can shoot these fences and destroy them. So you definitely want to factor that into how you set up your guys. Now the soldier is a guy you're going to want to get to the front pretty quickly. Nessie you can keep back a little bit. Probably put him in run mode just because if I see anybody, I want to be able to run and throw some grenades. I need to get him into a position where he can throw grenades. In LA, as far as an attacker, she can become a pretty. Oh crap! Accidentally. I didn't mean to do that. I want to. Oh, I don't have a secondary weapon for her. She can also set traps too, which is pretty cool. Trying to figure out how to cancel her. There we go. I think that worked. Okay, so let's put her in crouch position. And who else do I have? Gator and Nessie. Okay, so let's get my guy to creep forward a little bit. And immediately once he reveals the enemy, the game will immediately go into turn-based mode and all action will stop. Okay, there's a guy right there. So I don't want to engage him with my scout. Right now the most important thing for my scout is revealing the enemy and staying hidden. Now I can check to see if my snipers have the ability to hit. And actually I was a bit incorrect when I said that when he revealed an enemy that it would go into turn-based mode. As long as he's hidden, as long as the enemy does not see you, it will not go in turn-based mode. Because basically turn-based mode means that the enemy can now take some action, so it will go into that mode. So let's move him up a little bit more and see if we can reveal anybody. See if there's anyone over here. Yeah, there's a guy there. So what I can do with my scout now is put him into the prone position. And then I'm going to move my snipers up a little bit just so they have a little more accuracy. And I might actually keep him in crouch mode. Uh-oh. See, well, if you stay in a position long enough and your hide skill is not developed enough, they can eventually see you. So this is a good cutoff point. In the next segment, we should be able to complete this random encounter easily. So we'll do that in the next segment, and I will see you later. Thanks.